My son stood in the middle of the living room smiling like he had just won the lottery. His wife sat beside him holding an envelope, both of them staring at me with excitement in their eyes. I thought maybe they had bought a new house, maybe gotten a promotion. Then my daughter-in-law said 6 words that instantly made my stomach turn. "We're pregnant again, baby number 5. Everyone started cheering, but instead of smiling, I felt pure exhaustion, because I already knew exactly what this meant. It didn't mean celebration. It meant another baby, dumped on me. Another year of sleepless nights. Another year of sacrificing my freedom. And when I finally said nitrogen monoxide for the first time in years, my own son called the police on me. But what happened next destroyed their entire world. For the past 11 years, I had become less of a grandmother and more of a full-time unpaid servant. It started innocently. When my son and his wife had their first baby, they asked if I could help out while they adjusted to parenthood. Of course I agreed. I loved my grandson. But then came baby number 2. Suddenly I was babysitting 6 days a week. Then came baby number 3, and somehow my house turned into a daycare center. Before I could catch my breath, baby number 4 arrived. By then, they weren't even asking me anymore. They simply assumed I would raise their children while they focused on their careers. I cooked, I cleaned, I changed diapers, I attended parent meetings, I canceled vacations, I stopped seeing friends. I gave up my retirement, and every single time I thought things might slow down, they had another child. But this time, baby number 5. I stared at them silently while they waited for me to react. My daughter-in-law smiled. "Looks like grandma duty starts again soon." She laughed. Everyone laughed, except me. For the first time in years, I stood up, and I said something nobody expected. "I'm done." The room became silent. My son frowned. "What do you mean?" I looked directly at him. "I have raised 4 of your children already. I gave you 11 years of my life. I'm not raising another baby." His wife's smile disappeared instantly. Then came the anger. She stood up screaming, "So you're abandoning family?" I shook my head. "No. I'm choosing myself." That sentence broke them. My son slammed his hand against the table. "You owe us after everything we've done for you." I almost laughed. Everything they had done for me. I had sacrificed over a decade of my life, and somehow I owed them. I calmly walked toward the door. Then my daughter-in-law yelled something unbelievable. "Fine, if you won't help us, you're not seeing the kids anymore." That hurt, but I kept walking. I drove straight home. I packed a suitcase. Then I left town for a week. No calls, no babysitting, no responsibilities. For the first time in years, freedom. But on the 3rd day, my phone rang. A known number. I answered. "Ma'am, this is the police department." I froze. The officer continued. "Your son reported that you abandoned children under your care." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My own son had called the police, trying to accuse me, trying to force me back. But he made one mistake. A massive mistake, because I had evidence. Years of text messages. Messages where they admitted I was forced into childcare. Messages demanding I cancel plans. Messages assuming I was responsible. I immediately contacted a lawyer. The next morning, my lawyer contacted the police. Within hours, the case against me collapsed. But that wasn't enough. I was done being used. So I made one final decision. I legally sold the second property I had planned to leave my son as inheritance. Then I withdrew every financial backup account connected to helping them. No more emergency money. No more free childcare. No future house. Nothing. 3 days later, my son appeared at my front door, furious. "How could you do this to us?" I stared at him calmly. Then I said words he will never forget. "For 11 years I raised your children. You treated me like a servant. The second I chose myself, you sent police after me." I paused, then added, "You didn't lose a babysitter. You lost your mother." And I closed the door. I haven't heard from them in months, and for the first time in over a decade, I finally have peace. Sometimes the people who take advantage of your kindness call you selfish the moment you stop serving them. I spent 11 years sacrificing everything for family, but family should never mean slavery. The day I finally said nitrogen monoxide, I lost people who never truly loved me, and honestly, that was the day I became free.